But great game. So we're looking forward. We've got Stealth Andromeda going to be played by Hollis. And then we've got Blue Sun by Wen. I'm trying to take a look at this. I think this is so there is a Scorched Earth in here. So we've got some different looks.
Sun.
Pretty standard Blue Sun. There's some new cards. I see a Breaker Bay grid in there.
There's a Biotic. He's kind of pulling that Keystone. Keystone tech.
Some different ice choices. So this will be fun.
He is not conforming to that mid-season thing. He's running one Sea Source as his tag.
So this will be fun. We haven't seen Blue Sun on stream yet, I think, and so get a different look. And hey, it's good to see a green ID being played. I'll tell you, last year at regionals it was absent. We've barely seen it played at a lot of the Southern Mega City Tournament events. So
and look at this, you can't get a better start.
This is why you play the ID.
This is why you do it. That combo, that's it. And you know, Elizabeth Mills.
Lizzie Mills doing work.
Is he putting any Adonises in here? Get his economy going? I don't see any Adonises.
You insult Elizabeth Mills, but I was on stream at this store not long ago, and Michael Norman just Lizzie Millsing me to death, taking away all my bad publicity.
And Hollis had not even decided whether or not he wanted to mulligan yet when had already gone ahead and done his thing. So Hollis goes back, draws his hand.
Sure gamble. That is instantly better than his last hand that I saw him keep. So way to go, Hollis. We got there.
It can only go up from here.
Although I do see a Ghost Runner.
Well, I mean, one Ghost Runner is not bad as long as you have some economy to play it. Dirty Laundry.
The triple silencer opener is not going to happen.
Pretty sure he's okay with that.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I know we saw Ross earlier with Andromeda. We see Breach. Okay. Are we going to go after this curtain wall?
Heck yeah.
I like it. That's a big tempo hit if he can take it out.
Yeah, putting Blue Sun down to 4 credits and no res dice is a solid turn. I mean, it's going to put him down to next to nothing either, but as Andromeda, it's going to be easier for you to catch back up than Blue Sun. Of course, then they just play another oversight AI on whatever's in front of R&D. Next turn, you go, well, that was a waste of my time.
All right, so he's going to just build up money, play the daily cast. So Whalen doing what Whalen does, printing money, bouncing the curtain wall back to hand. So what are we going to put back in front of HQ? Okay, there it is, the ice wall. It's always ice wall.
I don't know. I might have just given up my HQ, hit for a couple turns, installed that curtain wall back over a remote, and then tried to push that Atlas through.
Because he's got Breach, so it's not that he can't run it. I mean, once he sees this ice wall, it looks like Wen's got agendas in hand as well.
I mean, he has the agenda you need as Whalen.
Yeah.
Statistics show 83% of games Whalen wins.
And
they had an Atlas gun.
I'm very curious to see. I see a Siphon in Hollis's hand. I mean, this is one of those decks of, is it the Scorched Blue Sun? Is it just the Glacier Blue Sun? I mean, he can't know that. He hasn't seen enough cards to have an idea, but looks like we're rushing something out. Yeah. Always that classic Whalen question of cards in hand. Not what you want to hear.
Sometimes I ask it just to throw them off.
Yeah, just to throw them off.
Don't care.
Okay, so just bounces off the ice wall. See, it's always ice wall.
And now,
there's the big boy. And this is the power of Blue Sun.
And oh my gosh, he broke him. There's no way he can score that agenda next turn, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Just sell off that remote ice you don't need anymore.
Not worried about it. Suddenly I have a double advanced Atlas.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy peeing your pants the rest of the game.
That's what I love about Blue Sun. I mean, it's just confusing board states. You're not quite sure where the game is at any point in time because, again, they just pawn off that remote, get all the money back in hand, and score out, and then rebuild it when they need to.
Takes us 14. I'm guessing immediately playing 3 of it.
So I think I saw that was a Wendigo that he drew. Yeah, we're going to want to go ahead and advance that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, nice. So this, I mean, when you're playing a Scorch variant of Blue Sun, I mean, this is exactly what you want. You've got the kill in hand whenever you want it with double Atlas token. Yep. I mean, the minute he draws one piece of the Scorch combo, assuming he can get some money, then he's gonna be set.
Well, now Hollis did manage to get an account siphon off, so he's back down to 6 credits. But the fact that he has that kill on lock, ready when he needs it. Or in true Keystone fashion, if he can keep those tokens on there and fight his way up to maybe 6 points, he can get a biotic and a hostile and close the game out, or even a biotic and an atlas and close the game out. So as soon as he gets to 5, the game's over.
I see a hostile takeover in Wen's hand. I mean, I think he just needs to, if he starts to score that out, I mean, I think he's going to be in great shape. I mean, Hollis has got a good amount of money, but you start blasting out those hostile takeovers, and pretty soon, you know, Blue Sun can creep back into a money lead very quickly.
He has a lot of ice right now. He just...
Ah, there we go. So he needs it's currently a code gate, so cannot break the ice wall, or cannot use his breach, I should say, to break the ice wall.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think that piece of ice got a little shorted because it's still a 2 cost for a 4-string dice.
Yep.
I mean, it's still good even if you never use the ability.
And here's the hostile takeover. I mean, at this point, you're happy to hand out, I like this bad pub token. It's cool. But, yeah, you're happy to hand over the bad pub when really you're just looking to end the game on a scorch kill, and as long as you get the raw money lead, then you've got what you want.
Well, he doesn't have the money lead right now. Right now, Hollis still has 3 credits up on him, plus the 3 Ghost Runner credits that he has. So he's still got some work to do to get there, although, you know, he can still pop one of his ice back, but right now he doesn't have anything that's going to give him that big swing that he's looking for. But like I said, if he gets another 2-pointer out, then that's game because he just hunts for the biotic and the atlas.
Oh, nice. High-risk investment.
And that was a high risk, so now suddenly the game is back to even.
So if you're in Hollis' shoes, are you worried about the punitive counter-strike at this point, or do you think, that he's worried about it? Yeah, I mean, he's seen the hostile takeover in the Atlas. It doesn't necessarily say that that he's on the government takeover deck or not. I mean, I've seen that agenda split in some different decks, but yeah, I mean, this is where you're kind of always on your heels is Whalen, or playing against Whalen.
I mean, the easy reason that he's not worried about it is he actually has more money than Win.
Very good point. Yeah, there's no expensive ice res to bounce back either to set up the money lead. All right, so taking his Earthrise cards. Earthrise, you know, very popular include we've seen. I know Ross was playing it on stream earlier in his Andromeda list. Hollis clearly opting for it as well.
So good.
The Root, I believe, is what he's taking a look at.
Yep. I know because it looks like a playmat.
Have you bought that playmat yet? I don't have it yet.
Okay. I think we all have plenty of playmats.
Yeah, I've got a few.
I'm going to make a suit out of them before the next stream. Sew them together and
it's going to be our casting uniform. So Passport comes down, so now we can deal with the Wendigo. But then again, you can always what does Wendigo change over to if you advance it? Is it Sentry or Barrier?
I don't think I've ever over-advanced a Wendigo to find out. I think
live a little, Randall. Come on.
4-2 is still pretty solid. I want to say it's a Barrier.
So we're going to jam something out. You know, he's looking at all these central-only breakers, and so I can't play them.
Why not?
I mean, why not? Inside job could be a thing.
He doesn't know the special one in his hand, though.
Yeah.
He does now. And it's a June bug.
Flinging the Corroder out. And scores. All right, we're on game point.
Man, how this game has swung very, very quickly.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I thought that was a high-risk investment at first. It's like, wow, that's a bold play.
Like, whatever. I got this.
All right, so trying, I think, you know, his best line at this point is just try to get the money lead. And I didn't see a Scorched Earth in his hand earlier, but, I mean, that's certainly a way to end the game.
I mean, if he can find a third hostile, he can go the fast advance route again.
Yeah.
You look for the one last hostile in that entire deck. Goodness knows where it is.
All right, so Hall's spending down his money. Okay, so we're siphoning. Hopefully clear tags. There we go.
Good job.
All right, so just drawing up to end the turn. Yeah, just doing a good job of being patient. I mean, at some point, so we see the first Scorched Earth enter hand. But that's the problem when you're on game point. I mean, all it takes is Hollis is a legwork away from closing this game out. So we put the Archer over HQ. Okay. Makes sense. I mean, the Switchblade has not hit the board yet. Yeah, so Hollis looking to close the game out over R&D, it looks like. Puts down the interface.
Making a run. I don't know if there's any piece of ice that he's going to be able to use to keep him out of there.
Yeah, I see Hive in hand. I mean, that's one of the problems with Hive at this point in the game. You just can't. It's not going to bring you back in the game. Just digging. I mean, really, and even discards the Janus. I mean, it makes sense. He doesn't have the money to play it, but you know, that really is the only piece of ice I saw in his hand that can do anything at this point.
I mean, he's digging for either a Biotic or an Atlas right now. If he finds either one of those, he can close the game out in 2 turns.
Yeah, and we'll have to ask
when
we interview. I mean, put the Archer over HQ. I assume he's certainly worried about legwork, but you know, depending on how the game goes, and I mean, obviously Switchblade's on the board now, so a little less relevant. But you know, curious about the ice placement. Which one's he more worried about? So we've got all the agendas in hand, but
I mean, it looks like we have 2 Scorches.
Yeah.
So if he can get any kind of money lead, I mean, you're asking him to get a money lead over a criminal, but if he can do it, then suddenly Hollis is in a, in a bad way here. Pops Jackson's pulling back.
All right, so a bunch of ice discarded. I don't see any agendas down there. Oh, I see the geothermal fracking. Never mind. Yeah, get that oversight back. I mean, that's a
get that money.
Get you back into this game.
Although, whoa, he does have 2. He has 2 Scorches in hand. You think he's going to take one of those Atlas counters? Well, this would be the play, I think, for me. Take one of those Atlas counters, pull back one of those oversight AIs, put it on something, pick something, bounce it. Next turn, take the other counter, go get the C-Source and double Scorch, kill it.
No, that could work.
I don't know if he's thinking that, but that would be, if I'm playing Blue Sun, that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, Data Raven, wow. Yeah, I think you got to look at cards at this point. I don't know what click they're on, but I think, you know, I'll take my chances and spend the money to clear the tag. Lizzie Mills.
And Jackson.
All right, so just getting the credits straightened out. And, yeah, I mean, this is a solid path to victory for Hollis. Just let's take a look at 2 cards at a time. He has to wait because of the credits, or the stealth credits. He's got to wait. Third hostile.
And Hollis is under the gun. He has 1 turn to close this out here. But I don't know if Hollis knows he has Biotic in the deck. I don't know if he knows that Wynn can close this out next turn.
Yeah, that's a great point.
He thinks he has a little more time.
Yeah, I've seen the Biotic Labor in some of the Blue Sun lists, but you're right. It's not a completely across-the-board universal include.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, I started playing Keystone when it first became a thing, and I loved the inclusion of Biotic, and I played it several times, but it's not a thing now, and people may have forgotten about it.
Yeah, so let's see.
Oh, he got it. Oh, man. Because you know, like, I just know he forgot. Like, I don't know if he realizes he was on the last turn. I don't believe he does. Man, Wynn, you were so close.
Great game. Went down to the wire. But fun to see some Wayland on camera. I mean, even though Wynn couldn't close the game out, you know, fun to see a different ID. And, again, like you said, I mean, that's what Wayland does. That's what Blue Sun does, is even when you think that you're firmly in control, I mean, it is a turn away or a misplay away from closing it out and either killing you or scoring with the Biotic.
You can't give Wayland any room, man.
Yeah.